We're 2.5 weeks away from the midterms, and we want to remind you tomorrow is the last day to register to vote in this election. Now, applications must be postmarked by then in order to count. Early voting has already opened across the Bay Area. Now, today is the only debate scheduled in this year's gubernatorial race. Running against Governor Newsom is a state senator from up north, Brian Dahle. Tom Wade sat down with Dahle, who acknowledges an uphill battle.
I'm giving Californians a different option, something that they haven't seen for a long time.
Republican State Senator Brian Dahle. He is also Governor Gavin Newsom's opponent in this year's governor's race. Dahle's battle to unseat Newsom will be tough, to say the least, but he's in it for the fight.
A lot of Republicans, independents, and Democrats are coming to my events, and they're saying, you know, I've been a lifelong Democrat, and we need balance in California. I'm going to vote for you.
This Sunday, Dahle goes head-to-head with Newsom in their first and only debate, which will be on the radio and streamed online. Dahle says Newsom would prefer the national spotlight instead of focusing on the problems here.
He wants to debate Ron DeSantis because, you know, he wants to talk about, he doesn't want to talk about California. But we do have a debate on KQED, and I'm looking forward to talking about California. I know he's going to want to talk about everybody else in other states, but I want to make sure we talk about California.
Political experts say it's most likely by design that Newsom chose a radio debate on a day when many people are watching football and other sports. Professor of politics Jack Pitney.
The audience is going to be very small, and that's exactly the way the governor wants it. He gains nothing from having a large viewership. There's always the potential he could make a mistake or that Brian Dahle could score a rhetorical point. So the purpose of this debate is to say that he debated and hope that nobody pays any attention.
Dahle's biggest challenge in the race is likely name recognition, a reality he even jokes about.
Yeah, you can go to briandahle.com to find out who I am.
The state senator from Redding says his family has been in the state for 92 years.
My grandfather actually came to California in the Great Depression and was a World War I veteran. He had the opportunity to put his name in a pickle jar, and he got a land grant. He got an 80-acre homestead in Siskiyou County. So we've been in California for 92 years farming.
So the question becomes, can he pull off an unlikely victory?
Brian Dahle would be a very strong candidate if this were 1986. But it's 2022. The Republican Party is in very dire straits statewide. They have some opportunities in some congressional and legislative races, but very little chance at the statewide level.
That was Tom Wade reporting. UC Berkeley and the LA Times conducted a poll last month that showed Governor Newsom with a wide lead over Dahle, 53% to 32%.